Hello, Audio Buffet podcasters, subscribers, YouTube friends, family, internet junkies, whatever you want to call yourself. So, I was just going over some of my YouTube numbers. They're doing quite well. I couldn't be happier or more pleased. But I wanted to do one for people that are thinking about doing YouTube channel because I really encourage people to do it there's a number of personal reasons. Um, for me, I think like my top like few reasons would probably be like how much it has made me grow as a person. You do a lot of introspective, like looking at yourself. You do a lot of figuring things out, for the world. Like I know when people go on YouTube and they see a bunch of videos they like or like really well edited um, channels and they're just really choppy to me. I don't like them, and when they're constantly editing and then like they kind of like cut themselves out, like I think they're short-sighting themselves. So I know my channel is a lot different. You guys don't you get the one shot edit. I mean, there's no edit, you get the one shot. And a lot of people have told me uh, they enjoy watching my channel for those kind of reasons. It's a little bit different. You're not going to get the same thing you get on everything. Obviously, I could cut to video, I could cut to music, I could just narrate myself clicking through my computer, and for some reason, and this has kind of been my niche, and it's really doing well, and I kind of like that. But I was going over some statistics. There's like 2 billion YouTube people that like subscribe and are watching YouTube at least 20 minutes a day, and there's just about 4,000 channels that have about a million subscribers. So like, if you guys can tell, the numbers are in your favor to make a channel, because I think everyone's got something special to say. I think everyone's kind of viewpoint, everyone's kind of insight or how they perceive the world is all a piece of the puzzle. Like we all got to fit together somehow. And I know a lot of people don't enjoy where they fit in, and it's unfortunate because they think everyone around them is a part of their puzzle. Like they're all like pieces of them. And a lot of the times, some people need to admit that if you don't fit in, it's not because of you in any way. It's because of the people you surround yourself with. And don't get me wrong, I'm quite the introvert. I'm very quiet, but I also like to be out there, and I'm very adventurous, and I'm always like making new friends and meeting new people. That excites me because I get bored of the same old viewpoints. I get some of the friends that I've had for such a long time. I already know what they're going to say before they say it. It's not because I can read minds all the time. It's because I just know how some people think, and they just don't ever change the way they think. YouTube has made me think differently. So like, if you add something to your life, whether it be exercise, or you add like just even a healthier diet, like, or let's say if you like to drink every day, like, and you drink every other day, like you literally cut out half of your drinking in in just a moment's thought, and just to be like, oh, I drank yesterday, I'm not drinking today, like it's just how you like to perceive things and how you like to look at the world. And YouTube, as corny or as cheesy as it may sound, it it does that for you, because it's like, oh, you can't say that. It's like, I don't want to say that. Like, if something that I think, if it's something that I think that I can't say on my channel, it's probably something that I shouldn't say in general. It's just as simple as that. It doesn't mean that I'm trying to appease the algorithm, or like, I try not to swear because I know, like, as soon as I get monetized, they're gonna hit me for swearing, and I'm trying to train myself not to swear. And I don't rewatch my videos, but I do know when I do curse, and it's one of those things that it's like, I'm not saying it's part of who I am, but training myself not to swear on a daily basis. So when I get home and I hit record, I start doing a channel, like I can automatically not swear. Does that make sense? It's not something like, okay, I'm going to be making a video, so I got to be a little angel with a halo around my head. It doesn't work like that. It's one of those things that grows you into a person that hopefully you want to be. I mean, I'm sure there's tons of people. I've seen so many horror stories where people are completely fake on their channel, or like they they exploit their, like child with disabilities because, they're just trying to get subscribers and views. And like you go back and you like read on some of these people's stories, like it's just bad people in general, like YouTube's not going to make them a better person. It's one of those things that they might be doing it for other reasons and YouTube makes them a worse person. But one of the one of the best things is the Rickroll. If you've been Rickrolled or you've heard that song, I know I even have a Rickroll on my how to make a viral video is one of mine. But that was to get people to be exposed to child hunger. Has nothing to do with being Rickrolled, but you get the Rickroll at the end. But I guess YouTube has been doing this. These are like a top 10 like surprising facts about YouTube, and I was actually like going on and to making a different video, and then I came across this article, and it was kind of right up my alley, so it was like just interesting. But YouTube's favorite annual prank is I'm gonna read this one. It's like, for the last 3 years, YouTube has pranked its millions of users every Fool's Day. The first was a classic. Every video on the site's homepage was actually a Rickroll in 2009. YouTube turned the site upside down in 2010 in an attempt to reduce the bandwidth caused by the text P. Mode introduced, which translated colors into videos text. We can see why YouTube stores. We can't wait to see YouTube has its in store for 2011. Obviously, this is an old article, but it was one of the things that like even reading this about 9 or 10 years later, it is 10 years later because it's 2021. Some of the statistics on here are just absolutely dumbfounding. They said people spend about 2.9 billion hours on YouTube, like as a collective, in 1 month. And then it says the most viewed and the most liked favorite videos is back then. You remember that? Ouch, Charlie! It's my finger. He's like puts his like finger in a little baby's mouth and he like bites it. And they have even the kids have grown up and what they look like now to see what they were 10 years ago and to see where YouTube is now. It's a lot of growth here. And but this one is for, I'm gonna see the name of the article. I'm gonna go to the top so you guys can look it up. It tells you like the first like YouTube video, and just these are the same like normal facts. It's just different. It says 10 fascinating facts YouTube that may surprise you, and each one of these it was surprising, and they do a lot of number crunching and data. So it's one of the things that makes me I don't know, more attracted to YouTube. I think if you're watching videos that are helping you grow as a person or you're learning stuff, I think that's probably one of the best things that like can be on YouTube. I mean, and there's a lot of really good stuff and comedy and like I mean, we all watch cat videos or dog videos. I know I watch them probably daily because like my Facebook page is probably like all cat memes and stuff like that and Star Wars memes. But there's a lot of channels that are like specifically dedicated to something that you may like, and you can constantly be getting those like millions and millions. If you want to watch investing videos, like it's just amazing to see what the internet and what YouTube can do. For instance, the whole GameStop thing and Redditors, it's funny how like the internet changes like on a weekly, daily basis. A week ago it was Bernie Sanders everywhere, right? Like, and now it's all like hedge fund memes. Like, how we all collectively add to the internet is something that makes I think it extra special because it's not any one person's point of view. If somebody pisses off the internet, then every single person is going to not like that person for a specific reason, and it's just because it's the AI or all of everything that we collectively think about, everything we love, everything we hate or fear, it's on the internet, so it's just to me like we're all like plugged into it and we're making it what it is, and that's kind of one of the reasons why I like to do the channel the way I do my channel. Is I don't want to be like other channels. There's millions of channels out there, like it's hard to separate yourself from everything when everything is all part of it. So it's kind of a paradox within itself. So just Yeah. Another thing, I was actually talking to my family about this earlier this morning, because they were talking about Christianity or whatever. But I brought up the Buddha, and like everybody. Okay, the reason religion is the way it is because everyone wants to think a little bit differently, and everyone thinks their religion is a little bit better. Like you can say Christianity came from a certain way of thinking, like from Orthodox, like Roman Catholics, to like what it is now. It's like you can still do the Orthodox Roman Catholic, religion if you want. But I was saying, like, it's all in the human construct, and it's also a paradox within itself. So like the Buddha says, like if the only way to like to grow and become a better person is to relinquish and like separate yourself from desire, right? So the paradox within itself is to desire, not to desire is already desire. It is not something that's going to make you can't get away from it. Like if you try everything you can, if you're a minimalist, you give up absolutely everything and you have no human desire, but that was your original desire, you're not getting away from it. And it's that mentality that people like to think better of themselves, or they like to think they're better than other people just because they're a specific like dichotomy, or they follow a specific god or whatever. But yeah, it's just something to think about. You can never chase away your your human construct. Everything is technically in your mind. In hindsight, is your perception. It's your opinion. It's everything that you want it to be because you want to believe it. You don't want to believe what you were told is a lie. You want to believe that it's true. Like you want to believe that, the Bible. From coming to my mom, like she wants to believe that the Bible is the word of God, and she wants to believe it to be true. Well, yeah, that's your opinion. That's what you believe, and that's complete. And there's a lot of people that have the same opinion. That's okay. And then you want to you want to believe that you're being told that because you want to believe that the church is telling you the truth. I can tell you, like every church, I got to tons of churches like growing up, like they all have their own little idea of how it works, and none of them are right. I'm saying that because I know in my heart not that it's not true. I know when something is true and when it's not true. That's one of the things that you gotta like. Like if I were to lose any sense, I would want to lose my sight, hands down. I love all my other senses too much, and I think some people would be like maybe blown away that they would want to lose their sight, but I think you would have more perception on the world, especially as like I've already been able to see. Somebody can describe something to me, so I wouldn't even feel like I'm missing out on anything. But I think I would be probably a really great blind person because think about it. I mean, I couldn't do my channel because I wouldn't be able to hit record or find my phone or whatever. Like, I can't imagine the number of problems that I would probably have facing being blind. But I don't think it would actually disintegrate my personality. Whereas I think a lot of other things would, like losing hearing, losing smell, losing. I mean, don't want to lose your smell because you lose your smell and you lose taste too. Like, it's like a double whammy. So, yeah. And I was also going to tell you, Lazarus. I know this is kind of like a hodgepodge part of video, but this is the new CBD that I've been using, and it's a high potency CBD. This one right here is 6,000 milligrams, and like I'll show you the little dipper. The like a dose is like, this is like that's not a full dose. That's like 3 or 4 doses right here. But it's really earthy. And it's very nice. I don't know. It's been nice to my mind. It's been nice to like my body just feels better. I know I'm supposed to wait like 10 or 14 days before I notice a change, but I noticed a change the first day I took Alarix at work. It was for my heel because I'm standing in the same position all the time, all day, and I always stand on my back heel. So like after 12 hours on concrete, it's like kind of feels like, it doesn't feel like it's throbbing, but it feels like it's inflamed or whatever. When I had CBD, it was like, I'm telling you, it was like 15 minutes later, like it felt like I had icy hot or like a warm ointment or cream on it that was like making it feel warm. So I don't know how it found its way to my foot through my mouth, but it, it knew where it needed to go and it went there. I didn't expect anything, but I guess it's part of being a scientist. You just got to test things. It's not always for the better, but sometimes it is. So if you have not had luck with CBD, sometimes it has to do with your body or in your blood. Certain blood types are going to work with a certain kind of CBD, and there's like 100 kinds of cannabinoids inside um, cannabis. So like it's one of the things that you might have to shop around and spend a little bit more money to figure out something that does work for you. I think eventually you will, but you can also go on some channels and they'll give you some good direction, some good pointers. My I just buy them, and if I feel that they work, then obviously I'm gonna keep buying them. This one I got specifically because I said it was the strongest and the cheapest. So you're getting 1 milligram for, I think it came out to be 2 cents for a milligram, and that's really cheap because it goes up to as high as I think 14 cents per milligram. So like 2 cents, that's way manageable. But yeah, I have some other things I have to do today. I made a list of things I need to do. I know my list is in my pocket in my pants, but I would tell you what I needed to do today. But just some phone calls I want to make. I want to pay off some more of my debt with my capital gains that I've been earning off of the internet and memes. I can't wait to see what the markets are going to be doing today, and that's also why I need to get on my phone because they opened up 18 minutes ago. So I'll be back. I'll be back on later, maybe with the top 10. I have 3 that I wanted to do. So yeah, you guys have a good day. I love Mondays because it's the first day of my weekend, and I feel bad for a lot of people who don't have the same schedule as me because they hate Mondays, but I love Mondays. So you guys have, oh, and happy February. It's the month that we do as humans the least amount of anything. We do the least amount of sleeping. We do the least amount of eating. We do the least amount of working. We do the least amount of everything in February. Well, because it's the shortest month. So uh, we even do the least amount of BS. We dish the least amount of BS in February. And my birthday is in this month, and it's extra special to me because, well, I mean, who doesn't like their birthday? I don't know what we're gonna go do. I think we talked about going to Airbnb up in Duluth, but I'm not feeling it. I'm just not feeling it. We'll probably figure out something though. Maybe just go get some sushi. I'll be happy and content with that. But I'm gonna upload this. I hope it uploads, you guys, because YouTube has not been nice to me lately. I think my message is getting out there too much, and they're trying to crack down on me, or it could be because the internet is crashing because everyone's flooding it with GameStop stuff, and they're just trying to. I mean, there's only so much bandwidth, right? So they take it away from us little channels, so the big channels get all their stuff. All right, you guys have a good one. Stay happy and cheerful, and thanks for listening. Bye.